to our Success Pinnacle channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today we're looking at direct and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech. Now, indirect speech is also known as reported speech. It means that you're saying what somebody else has said, but you're not saying it as if the person has said it. Now let's take a look at this. Direct speech states the actual words spoken by a speaker and is usually enclosed in quotation marks. Now this direct speech is talking at the exact same thing, the same way the speaker has said it. That is how you are saying it. Now, it is usually enclosed in quotation marks. Now these are your quotation marks here. Now, this example, I am coming home by 12 noon, says John. Now, these are the exact words of John. So we need to take into consideration that a direct speech is exactly the way the person has said it. Now, the second one is, the world is a small place, she said. So this word is exactly the way she has said it. Now, we look at indirect speech. Indirect or reported speech changes some of the words of the speech being reported, because you're not saying it as if you are the owner of the speech. You're not saying it as if you're the one that said that exact same thing. Now here, we want to take this direct speech and change it to indirect speech. So here it says, I am coming home by 12 noon, says John. Now, we can either say, John says he's coming home by 12 noon. Or we say, John said that he was coming home by 12 noon. Now, this speech is talking to us that what John said, this is what John said. But we are not saying it exactly as John has said it. Now, John said, I am coming home by 12 noon. Now, if I'm to tell another person, I will just tell the person that John said that he was coming home by 12 noon. I would not need to say it the same way John has said it. So I have to change some of the words. Now, we look at these examples. Now, this D is for direct speech and this I is for indirect speech. I am going, she exclaimed. I am going, she exclaimed. Now, for the indirect speech, if you want to talk to another person, we just say, she exclaimed that she was going. Now, you take notice that we are changing these to was. For your indirect speech, it is changing into past perfect tense. Now, D, for the direct speech here, it says, the match was postponed last night, said the coach. The match was postponed last night, said the coach. Now, for the indirect speech, we will change the wordings. Now, here, the coach declared that the match had been postponed. The coach declared that the match had been postponed. Now, these two are telling us the same thing, but this direct speech is telling us exactly the way the coach said it. But for this indirect speech, it means you are reporting it to someone else. So we don't actually have to say it the same way the coach has said it. So, let's take this task, change to indirect or direct speech. Now, I went to Paris for my holiday, he said. So we have to change this into indirect speech. I saw Loveth yesterday, said John. We have to change this also to indirect speech. She said that she was going to Airbones. She said that she was going to Airbones. Now we have to change this to direct speech. Let me know in the comment section the answers to these questions.